Hey everyone, this is part 7 of Deep Elf Wizard of Fedas. You're here with Ultraviolent 4. We are currently on our way to go to Swamp, which is our first rune. If I have a look, it's on layer 2. If you are a Fedas worshipper, you are thanking your lucky stars that you got Swamp. Because all plants are neutral to you, that means shambling mangroves and in particular thorn hunters, the really OP ones, are neutral. So there you go, shambling mangrove, we got the brown circle around it, it's neutral. Apparently he's just happy to walk into our freezing cloud. So there you go, he actually killed that vampire mosquito for us. So you get double the value. Not only do they not kill you, they potentially kill enemies for you. But particularly for the thorn hunters, really good that you don't have to fight them. Let's get a fourth mushroom. Another bonus that we're going to have is that cold magic slows hydras. So with our throw icicle and our bolt of cold and freezing cloud, we can slow them like this. Well, you can probably just kill him with the icicle. There you go. It didn't slow him down, but could have. This shambling mangrove is just destroying everything. I think these guys are cold resistant. No, they're not at all. Okay. Throw a cloud on them. It's kind of surprising. I guess I just assumed that because they're a vampire, as a vampire mosquito, that they're cold resistant, but not the case. Let's get behind our mushroom and whack a bit with our demon trident. Good. If we manage to get swamp dragon scales, that might be a very good armor to consider wearing. We'll have to see. Yep. Oh, I failed it. It might hit me, but that's okay. If it does hit me, I'll just step back and get out of it. Oh, there's one. Can we get the scales? I want to be behind my dragon. Not my dragon. My mushroom if I'm going to demon trident things. Okay, I just waited for him to walk out of the deep water, because if I kill him over deep water, there's no chance I can get a scales, because he won't leave a corpse. What's going on here? They all like ran away. Weird. I can probably get a bolt of cold. We fell through a shaft, never mind. Traps. Excellent fun. We're near starving, so we need to eat something. And hopefully we'll get our mushrooms back. What I was trying to do before I was so really shafted is I wanted to try to set up a bolt of cold that was going to hit at least a few of them. Let's see, we've got a new ring. Magical power. That's good. That gives us 9 extra magic points. Yeah. This is a bit scary. Apparently I've seen this stair, so I know where it leads, and there's a swamp dragon scales. We're out of mana though, so I'm gonna go up. Okay, so it was right back here. And I'm now back with all my buddies. while surrounded by these ugly things. Make a new mushroom. And again, I guess. There we go. So the ring that I took off to put on this magical power ring is the Blink RLX C Invis ring. For C Invis and for RLX, if I need one of those two things, I can very quickly just put the ring back on. It's better generally for me to have the magical power. A Book of the Earth. It's got Iron Shot in it. That's something that we potentially could learn, but not now. We've only got one spell level. It's probably also unnecessary, unless we train Earth Magic. Relying on conjurations alone to cast it is not going to have great spell power. Let's butcher that one. Spellcasting to 14. So the question is, do I want to keep training spellcasting? We just got 9 extra magic points from that Ring of Magical Power. So I don't know, the only other thing that would make me maybe want to is Spell Hunger, which is not really that big of a deal. Is there Amnesia around? It's in that Dragon Vault, which we could probably fight now, but that's okay. If I really need to, I could go get that Amnesia. I don't know if that answers my question though. Do I want spellcasting or not? I don't know. I guess I may as well just keep training it. It's a +3 aptitude, and it gives me more mana, and it makes my spells a little bit easier to cast, and gives me less spell hunger. There we go. I've convinced myself we're doing it. Another enchant weapon. Got a +6 Demon Trident. That's pretty good. I don't know, at some point we might train polearms. Here's the Swamp Dragon scales. We're carrying too many things around apparently. How about an empty unidentified acid wand? How about an empty unidentified wand of ice blast? And maybe the wand of flame. I'm not sure why I exited the menu after each one of these that I did, but I did for some reason. I'm also going to recharge this acid wand. We've got 4, that's so poor. Again, 15, okay, that's better. The acid wand has been very crucial to me many times this game, so I don't really want to walk around with no charges on it. I'm currently 17 AC, 18 EV. This gives me 19, 16. And my spells become a little bit harder. And I lose my RC. No, because it was... Yeah, I lose my RC, don't I? Do I have 2 points with this? Ah, right, of course, because my Staff of Cold gives me 1 point. So 17, 18, 19, 16. I'm basically trading 2 EV for 2 AC, while also getting my spells a bit harder to cast. It's maybe not worth it. Might be worth it in the future if I train armor, because it's a heavier armor, so I get more value out of the armor skill. And also if I forgetting my words. Also if I use enchant armor scrolls on it. There we go. That's what I wanted to say. Good. Make a replacement mushroom for the one who so valiantly lost his life then. I think I could actually pray to get free piety of the bug bodies. Gotta remember that one. What's another mushroom? Having a bit of trouble with food here. Part of that is because I keep forgetting to eat things. Okay. These guys do elect damage, but they don't do much. So actually, I'm not even going to bother with the Aralek ring. I'm starving. What am I doing? Okay. Maybe I should bother with the Aralek, because we are dying to them. Alright. It's hard to die to these guys, because you can always just walk away from them. Ghost Moth is a bit scarier though. Where are you, Ghost? Not Ghost Moth. Ghost Crab. There he is. All my mushrooms just got pretty destroyed. I'm gonna guess he's resistant to cold. Not at all. Okay. There you go. Where'd you go? You're down here. There we go. Got him. Oh, right. I need to make mushrooms. Whoops. And now I can switch back to my Ring of Magical Power. So apparently my mushrooms get completely wrecked by that ghostly cloud. Should probably be dropping a cold cloud on these guys. There we go. That's a lot easier. Gotta remember to use my spells. Alright, down to Swamp 3. Did I? Yeah, I didn't think I one-shot killed him. No, nothing to eat. Again, I don't want to kill him over deep water because I want to try to eat him, but I did not get lucky. Starving again. Eat some bread. I guess this is a decent argument. Oh, let's pray. So I think I can just get pied if the bug body. I can insta-kill them. There you go. There's another reason why Fed Acid Swamp is very good. Let's ID this robe, I guess. The artifact robe. That's not so good. A +1 robe with, it's giving me deaths. That's not really very exciting. New ring. Cursed teleportation. Nope. Let's remove cursed. What do our spells look like without this ring actually? I'm just curious. Makes Freezing Cloud go to 8% and yellow. So not great. I maybe should train a little bit more cold. Maybe once I get Conjurations, I'll get Conjurations to 14. And then I'll train some cold. Okay. Well, there's one mushroom buddy. Because when I find, I don't have one now that I'd like to wear all the time, but when I find a replacement ring for wizardry, it would be nice to be able to not rely on it. 3 mushrooms again. We got marked by an alarm trap, so everything on this level now knows where we are. Let's make a freezing cloud. Alright, so that Hydra got slowed. Can I get them again? I can. Except Fedus will get mad if I accidentally freezing cloud those toadstools. I like how these Spriggans are very patiently just waiting. Very patient of you. They're still just sitting there while I'm regenning my mana. This is great. Alright, there we go. Let's eat one of them. I have a lot of tomahawks. 53. Alright, swamp 3. Down to swamp 4. Fedas is very good on the final floors of branches. Because you can always make Oclob farms. We're starving again. Is there more food around? Not really. Okay. It's alright. I'm not too scared. Alright. So these stone walls up here indicate that that's probably the ending vault where all the hydras and potentially the learning hydra will be. So I kind of want to do the rest of the floor first. And I'll head to a different stair down. We'll just see what the rest of the floor that we can find is like. Okay, there's a neutral thorn hunter. Can import this stuff. It's conjurations. I think all of our cold spells are also conjurations. Bolt of Cold is, Freezing Cloud is. But this will also work on Orb of Destruction eventually. I'm going to say for right now, the Cold is better. But I'll remember that the Conjuration is here. Once we get Orb of Destruction up to a level where we can use it properly. It will do much the same thing as Cold. It's just that right now I'm also getting an extra point of cold resist. I think my other mushroom died. Unfortunate for him. Let's check the third stair. That's an interesting site to walk downstairs to. I can hit these two. Yeah, we instantly killed them. Good. And ooh. I wonder if those thorny briars are from... Yeah, they disappeared. So I wonder if there was that thorn hunter was walking around. Because it looked like well, I'm not sure, but I wonder if I had the ability to make Oclobs out of them, even though they were temporary. Don't know. Okay, so we could quite easily set up a... Ooh, not quite so easily right now. We've got guys coming at us from all directions. First of all, I'd like to put a cold cloud on top of this hydra. Except not hit my mushroom. There we go. And then we should be fine. Yep. He was just content to sit behind the deep water there. So while we got things trickling out at us one at a time like this, you can just sit here. But we could also be making a couple of Oclobs here. You walk through the cold. What an idiot. We're now out of mana, and we got a bunch of hydras coming. Is now the time to make an Oclob farm? Probably not. You can just take this one guy up. Oh, he didn't even come. Well, oh boy. That was dumb. So I have two hydras right up in my grill. I could blink, but if I got unlucky, I'd land next to them and they'd continue to hit me. So I'm going to read a Scroll of Fear. I got one of the three. Let's go again. Alright, there we go. So we got them all. Let's X that stair. That was a bad idea. I basically wanted to go down because my mushrooms were there, but in doing so I was risking dying. Definitely not worth. Definitely not worth. Don't die for your mushrooms. Your mushrooms are there to die for you if need be. Let's take this guy out. We can acid wand him and make a couple new mushrooms. We're sitting at 4 piety, so I don't mind that we're having to make these new mushrooms. Oh man, the swamp drake cloud stopped me from putting the cold ones down. Being outplayed. I don't think I need to Oklob. It looks like we've killed. Yeah, there's our rune. Seemed like we'd killed a lot. Yes, free piety. We get 4 mushrooms again. So we held on to our fruit, but we could have made a couple of. We walked into a Zot trap. Well, that's great. We got silenced. I'm glad we didn't get abyssed and then died that way, because that would be pretty lame. Anyway, we held on to our fruit. If you ever get the learning in Hydra, he'll probably die to a few Oklobs, so that's always good. I want him to be out of the deep water so I can eat him. And we're now going to head to the snake pit. Wasn't I? Oh, right. There we go. Okay, it's on the same floor. It's over here. The snake pit? Whoa. Okay, let's just go back up. That was a nice entrance. I'm going to tell them to wait here. And then I'll just... Well, we got constricted. But the plan is to stair dance those guys back up. At which point they'll just get killed by the mushrooms. Okay, follow me guys. Going into snake, I'm very happy that I have a ring of Aralek, because shock serpents are really strong. Alright, so I got conjurations to 14. That's still not quite good enough for Orb of Destruction, but I think I'd like to train just a little bit of ice magic and maybe 1 more point of air magic, so then we can wear our Aralek ring in here, because shock serpents are no joke. They are no joke at all. Got him. And so if I was worrying about food, which again I'm not really, but if I were, the snake pit is kind of rough because there are not too many corpses in here you can eat. Can just finish that guy off with my demon trident. Good, that's a salamander. That's one I can eat. I want him to chase me so that he walks past my mushrooms like that and gets confused, and then I'll eat him. Good. We got another scroll of identify. Oh, we got an amulet. I never noticed. A +4 amulet of reflection. That's a really good amulet to have. It gives us some extra shield skill up to 15, but it also lets us now reflect things, which is very useful in snake because you have Naga sharpshooters in particular. But it's good everywhere. New ring. This one is protection from fire. That's also good to have. We didn't have any RF before this, but this gives us a ring we can switch to if we see, say, Azrael or any other sort of fire unique or monster. I'm not going to wear it generally though. You can always switch to it if the need arises. Well, here's a need for Arlek, and we still die. I actually should probably hex it. Yeah, that would be a smarter thing to do. We're starving. Let's eat a royal jelly. I have to remember from now, when I see shock serpents, hex them. We can't do it while he's behind Anya. 70% chance. Good. Another snake we can eat. The anaconda. Yeah. Shock serpent's not so scary when you can just hex them. I actually didn't even put my elect ring on that time. Ooh, more protection from fire. Okay. I'll turn them off in my auto pickup now, because there's no reason you'd ever need more than 2. Okay, maybe if you're an octopode, but as a deep elf, there's no reason to have more than 2. I want to have a scroll of ID before I find out what that armor is. Oh, look at that. We got all 3 of them. Pretty strong. I'll get these guys, and then I'll switch to flaming and step behind my mushrooms. We lost one, so I'll make a replacement. Yeah, I thought so. The mushrooms were standing on that guy's corpse, so I had to wait for them to move before I could get the piety for it. Invocations to 12. We'll just keep going. Probably forever. And on we go. Man, that anaconda just killed that guy pretty handily. We're out of slots. I'm gonna drop this plain shield. I can't see us needing to move from the +2 buckler protection anytime soon. It's a really strong item. Also, I probably can drop this Book of Power. It's got Spellforged and Iron Shot in it, and they're both good spells that I could potentially use, but I'm not going to need either of those 2 in the foreseeable future. Especially when we have Order of Destruction that we can rely on to do certainly much the same thing that Iron Shot will do, but better. Not getting any corpses out of these guys. Spellcasting to 15. Let's hex that guy first. Did we get him? Don't think so. Maybe he did die. Anyway, we'll make some replacement mushrooms. I feel like that shock serpent is still running around. I'm a little bit frightened, but maybe not. More bread. Just out of curiosity, yeah, only a 3% chance to hex those guys. I thought it would be something like that. Najarajas have very good MR. This looks like a value freezing cloud spot. Yeah, and I should be using Bolt of Cold. Alright, come at me. Ooh. More enchant weapon. A demon trident gets closer and closer to +9. Yeah, the salamanders don't much like cold. Can I get Bolt of Cold on them all? Oh, that's a guardian serpent. I'm gonna say that he wants to blink things on me. If I stand in the middle of my mushrooms like this, it's not very easy for him to blink on me because what would that even do? Well, how could he if we're already surrounded? So I'm using my acid wand here just to get rid of the guardian serpent, and now I'm gonna use my demon trident of flaming. If they ever come to me, well, I need to get this guy, the sharpshooter, or maybe I don't because he just reflected bolts at himself like an idiot. Anyway, so pull my demon trident out. Alright, and then back onto my mushrooms. Okay. Salamander's here to eat. Good. And then let's, there we go, make a whole bunch of toadstools. Okay, we're not having too much problems here. I was cursed in snake, which is nice. I feel like we've kind of pushed through the hard part of the game for being a deep elf wizard. At the start, you start off with a lot of utility. You're very fragile, and until you are able to find and master some of these more high-level conjuration type spells, you're a lot weaker. So we, aside from a couple of mistakes in Swamp, we've had a pretty good time so far of these 2 runes. And of course, we don't really make mistakes in these games. They're just happy little accidents. Anyway, in this book, DEWz is pretty good. I don't really need it though. I do love DEWz though, and if I had Spider, I would definitely learn it because spiders are susceptible to poison. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we need it. Could brown weapon this demon trident. Can we get Elec? We got freezing. Okay, it's basically the equivalent. Freezing and flaming on a demon trident is basically the same thing. Okay. I'm just fighting that guy in melee. Doesn't look like that was a salamander corpse. No. Okay. New mushroom. Yeah, maybe I will train polearms. Who knows? We're near starving. That's too many dudes. Let's make some... I'll step around the corner so that I'm not just being shot by the sharpshooter. And I shot the wrong one, but it seems to have worked out. Bolts of cold, these guys. Alright, we're starving. Let's eat that royal jelly. Good enough for bolt of cold, yep. Air magic to 9. I'm going to turn that off. Let's see. Freezing clouds at 2% with the wizardry on. If I take it off, say I put the ring of protection from fire on, what will that do? It will give me 5% still. Okay, well, let's keep wizardry for now. And I believe there were some corpses over here. No, maybe not. We're out of mana, so we'll make him come to us. And then we'll demon trident him. Make a new mushroom. And he's starving again. Alright, into our bread rations. Once we get out of Snake, we'll be going into Vaults, where we'll have no food problems. This guy just resisted 71% chances. What a beast. Down to Snake 3. Alright. Can we get that guy? Yeah, we got him. Good. We reached level 18. So the same question, do we want more int? We have 29 int, which is a lot. I'm going to go strength again, which gets us to 10. That allows us now to wear an ice dragon armor without encumbrance. One more level will give me fire dragon levels of strength. What was I doing? I wanted to do something. Don't remember what. Oh, I wanted to turn the wand of flame off from my auto pickup because I have no reason to pick up more of those. I'd really like a new ID scroll, if I could find one, to see what this scorched leather armor is. I'm still relying quite heavily on my throw icicle. Oh, we failed it. Can get out our demon trident here, and well, these guys don't want to come in. I'm just gonna sit there and shoot venom bolts at us. Oh, that value. Okay, there should be a salamander somewhere. Maybe there wasn't. If I do Control X, it will show me everything I can see. No edible corpses. I did pick up another enchant weapon scroll though. +8 demon trident. That really hurt. Near starving again, and starving. Okay, eat this meat ration. Here come a whole bunch of dudes. Fortunately, they get destroyed by cold. Let's throw a bolt of cold out. And since they were standing just out of the freezing clouds, we may as well throw a new one on their heads. Man, he constricted my mushroom to death. What a jerk. That's a ring of +4 dex. We don't need that. Magical power better. Scroll of vulnerability. Again, if we want to hex something that's got a good magic resistance. Or if we want to fear something, which checks MR. It will be very useful for those things. We're out of magic, so we're going to be a polearm user. I'm trying to pick up chunks of flesh, so we need to drop something. Potions of leak. We're not going to need leak anymore. We already have pretty decent AC at this point, and we have poison resistance. Oh, let's make a 4th mushroom. So yeah, leak is kind of past its usefulness, unless we really were trying to avoid something tormenting us. but I can't see that being an issue. I'd say this is our end vault here. This might be the Oclob plant time. Let's see. We'll back up. Drop a freezing cloud on them. Yeah, it looks like this could be it. I can't get that far. Okay, we'll take this guy back up. I think what I'll do for right now is I'll command my allies to guard this area, and I'm just gonna pull things up. Well, apparently I don't need to because they didn't come to the stairs here. Alright, well, that works, I guess. Okay, they can come with me then. We're near starving, let's eat again. We don't want to run out of satiation in the middle of a fight so that we can't cast anymore. Spellcasting to 16. We'll make a 4th mushroom. Do we keep going? I've asked myself this exact same question, I think 3 times now, at level 14, 15, and now 16. And I don't know, it's still not an easy answer. Let's make a bolter called. Step behind my mushrooms. We can bolter called those two. Fighting to 13. Let's make some replacements. And again. Okay. I don't know. It seems to be going alright. As in it doesn't seem like I need to make an Oclob farm. At least not yet. It's okay. So that mushroom got teleported. The Naga mages have teleport other. And apparently my mushroom got teleport othered. So he's probably dead. We'll make 4 new ones. And we're up to 5 piety. So yeah, I mean, even if you for some reason are really worried about fed ass piety, you'll get there in the end, as you can see. The amount of times I've been spamming mushrooms and I'm still at, well, I'm now at 5. If we keep going, I'm sure I'll eventually get to 6. There's Vashnia. She's really scary. So she's a Naga sharpshooter, but her bow does so much damage and she blinks around. She hasn't seen me though, so I feel like maybe I can just get away without her noticing. No, she's definitely noticed. I'm on 70 HP. I cannot fight her like this. She's also hasted. No, there's no way. Can I fear her? Or what if I see what her hex chance is? Only 10%. What if I read a scroll of vulnerability? Yeah, we'll read it. So our ML's halved. My hex chance on her now is 53%. We didn't get it. Let's go again. Okay, we got her that time. So now she's confused. And let's throw a freezing cloud on top of her. And I guess we'll chuck out some wands of acid. Why am I trying to cast a spell? Yeah, okay. You don't have enough... Oh, because I'm out of range. Okay. There we go. This is a bit scary because I've got all 3 of these Naga sharpshooters shooting me. So it should be backing up. Okay, well we got Vash now, so it's time to just walk away. These mushrooms can die, that's fine. Okay, we're now on 39 HP with very little magic points. It's a bit scary. As long as the other sharpshooters aren't coming. Okay, they didn't. Alright, good. So that showed you the strength of Scrolls of Vulnerability. So Vashnia are very tough unique with very high magic resistance. But once we halved her magic resistance, we could then hex her, and then we were able to kill her. And this looks very interesting. We got a bunch of Nagarajas coming at us. It's been 45 minutes, so I'm sorry to do this, but I'm gonna wrap this one up here. If you want to see the snake conclusion, you'll have to come back. That's how we get them. We end on a cliffhanger. So see you later.